Hi guys, welcome back to Practice Lab. In this video, I'm going to solve a problem statement which was asked in one of the interview conducted by Capgemini. The candidate had around 4.5 years of experience working as a Java developer. And when he solved this problem, he was selected and he was offered a CTC of 17 LPA. So apart from this problem statement, he was asked few more questions which were around Java, Spring Boot, writing the APIs, and there were some questions related to database. Okay, so when he answered almost all the questions, he was selected and he was offered a CTC of 17 LPA. Now let's get started and try to solve that coding problem. And then I will share you a list of questions which were asked in that interview. Okay, so he was asked to print the unique characters from the given string, and he asked to use Java string APIs. Okay, so if you see an example, so welcome, let us consider this is going to be my input string, and I need to print only unique characters from this string. So if you see, he has been occurred twice in this string. So I need to ignore that character. I need to print only unique characters which are there in this string. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to follow the below steps to solve this problem set. Okay. So first thing is I'm going to convert the string into a string of characters. Then I need to count the occurrence of each character and filter out the characters which occurs more than once. So I will ignore those characters and then I'll collect all the characters which are unique and print it. Okay, so let's get started and type the code. So here I have created a class unique characters, and inside that I have written a method which is going to be starting point for our code execution. So I will declare one string which will be my input string, and I'm going to find unique characters from this string. Okay, so this is going to be my input. Next thing is I need to create a stream of characters. Okay, so first thing what I will do is I will convert this input stream into a int string, and then this int string will be converted into a stream of characters. So for that, I'm going to use map to object function. It will allow me to convert this int string into a stream of characters. So this will give me a string which is of type character. Then I need to find the count of each character from this tree. For that, I'm going to use group by functionality provided by collector. So I'm going to use collect function. And inside that collect function, I'm going to use collectors dot grouping by functionality. Okay, so this grouping by takes two parameters. First parameter is the character which I need to use, and second is the count of that character. So here I'm going to provide the characters. I'm going to use function, and this function dot identity will return me the character. And then the next thing is I need to use collectors dot counting. So I will get the count of characters. So this collectors dot counting will give me the count of each character which is provided there. Okay. Then the next thing is I need to find out the characters which are having count as one, so that I will get unique characters. So this collector dot grouping by will give me a map of string or the character along with their count, and this map will contain entries. So I need to get the string of these entry sets or entries. For that, I'm going to use entry set. This entry set will give me entries which are there in that map, and then I'm going to use stream to get a stream of those entries. And then I'm going to filter these entries by their count. So I want the entries which are having count as one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check entry so that entry dot get value is one. So I will get the characters which are having count as one. Okay. Now I got the entries which are having the characters as one. So what I will do, I need the characters, right? So I got the values which are having count as one, but I need the characters to print it. So I will just get the character from that entry. So entry, I'm going to use map to get the key. So entry dot get key will give me the key from that. Okay, and then I need to just convert these characters into string. So what I will do, I will use again map, and this map is going to convert these characters into string. And then finally, I'm going to collect all these characters into a string. So I'm going to use collectors dot joining function, which will join all these characters into a string. Okay, so this will give me a string. So what I will do, I will take this into a string with unique characters. Okay, and simply now I will print this string. Unique character. And this is going to be characters. Okay, so let me run this code and show you what is going to be the output. So right click, run as Java application, and if you see, I'm getting unique characters. But if you see, these characters are not in the order which I want. So if you see, W should have been the first character, but it is not as the first character. The reason is we have used map. So instead of map, I can use linked hash map, which will store the order of insertion. So if you want to solve this, you can pause the video here and try to solve it by your own. Otherwise, here I'm going to provide how to do it by using linked hash map. So here you just need to mention what kind of map you are going to use. So I'm going to use linked hash map. So here I will mention that linked hash map. Okay. And then now I will run it and show you the output. So if you see now, we have the characters in the order we are there in the string. Okay. So this was the problem statement, and the candidate solved this problem and he got selected. Now let me share you the questions which were asked into the interview. So apart from this, he was asked these questions which were asked into the interview. Okay, so the first question was explain the basic difference between equal and equal operator. So this equals method and equal operator. Then he was asked the difference between the array list and linked list. He was asked the Java memory model, some questions around JVM and garbage collector. Then he was asked what is a singleton class, and he was asked to create a singleton class. Then he was asked the basic principles of object-oriented programming. So these were the questions related to basics of Java programming. Then there was a little bit advanced topic. So he was asked the exception handling mechanism in Java. What are the different types of exceptions, like checked exceptions or unchecked exception? There were some questions related to multi-threading, synchronized block, or locking the objects. Then he was asked the stream APIs and how these stream APIs are different from the traditional collections. Or he was asked the Java memory model and how it affects the concurrency. Okay, so these were some advanced Java related questions. Then he was asked the questions related to Spring framework. So he was asked what is a Spring framework and how does it support a dependency injection. He was asked the concept of Hibernate and how it maps the Java objects with the database tables, or what is the role of Maven or Gradle in Java object. Okay, so how these Maven or Gradle are used to build the Java projects. Okay, then he was asked to write a SQL query to find the second highest salary from the table of employee and the column with ID and salary. So he was given a table with employee, and the table was containing ID, salary, name, these columns, and he was asked to find the second highest salary from the employee table. Then he was asked the normalization process which is available in database. So these were the two questions which were asked related to database. And then there were some questions based on implementations. He was asked to design a simple RESTful API endpoint using a SpringBoot. So he was given an endpoint, like he was asked to create the hello world using a RESTful API. Then he was asked some situation based question, like how would you handle a situation where you need to optimize a slow running query in your application? So there is a database query which is taking more time for execution. So how do you handle this situation, or how do you improve this? And then he was asked the challenges related to the project, or if he had any challenges which he had faced in past. Okay. And he was asked, how do you stay relevant to the latest developments in Java and their related technologies? So he answered almost all the questions which were asked in this interview, and he was selected. And if you guys want to answer these questions or create a video around these questions, let me know in the comment section. I will try to create a dedicated video to answer all these questions. I will show you. Okay, that's it from this video, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.